You said you got locked up in '91, right?
Yeah, I was a juvenile.
You have.
DF,
Yeah, you're younger than me, so you was a juvenile. You went to Spofford?
I went to Spofford. Yeah, they sent me to Spofford. That's where they held juveniles.
Juvenile. Yep.
At the time, this was I got locked up in '91. I think it was '91, and yeah, I went straight to Spofford, and they held me there until I got sentenced.
How long you was there for?
I was in Spofford for only a few months until my case was over, and then they sent me upstate to DFY
Yeah, that's where you go. Division for Youth.
for juveniles.
You went to a
That's
max or a medium?
They sent me, actually, it's funny. You know who my judge was?
Oh, Rough Wax? Don't tell me it's Rough Wax.
Judge Judy.
Judge Judy.
She's got a TV show.
She was a real judge? I thought she was an actor.
No, she's a real judge. And she used to be a judge in the family court in Manhattan. Yeah, so she was a family court judge at the time. And yeah, she gave me the max. The max was 18 months for juveniles.
For what?
It was a robbery gone wrong. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, and she sent me to a place called Tryon.
Tryon is in the Bronx, a little further by Westchester County, a little above Westchester County.
I was a kid then, so I don't even know where the hell they sent me. You know,
I was in DFY, so I know about the stuff about the, you know.
They sent me to Tryon, and that's where they said Mike Tyson when he was a juvenile. So that's where I went, and yeah, I didn't have much problems there, but you know, my counselor, yeah, he didn't like me. He didn't like me.
Y'all don't even call the police COs. Y'all call them staff.
Staff.
Staff, yeah.
Staff.
You have to been through DFY system to know that you call them staff. But you know, at the end of the day, it's DFY, it's Division for Youth, so it's not like super crazy. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not crazy like
Plus,
prison is.
You go to DFY because you committed your case before you turned an adult. You could turn adult while you're in DFY and stay there until you're 18 now. Before it was 21, until you're 18. So dudes really, they don't want to go to state because that's what the staff tells them. Oh, you keep fucking up, we're gonna send you with the adults in state. And you don't want to go to state if you're in DFY.
Yeah.
You got like 3-piece boom boxes. You got like
chilling in
music.
DFY.
Chilling in DFY. Like all my friends that went to DFY, they came back out mad diesel and jacked and athletic.
That's how long I haven't been in the gym. Okay, I'll tell you that's
Since
how
DFY.
long. Since DFY. I'm
my God.
I mean, like,
Hold up, let me see.
I'm soft, man. I'm soft. I'm tofu now. That's when I was 15. I was at most fit in my entire life.
Because you was locked up.
Yeah.
You was getting 3 hot meals a day. You had a place to sleep. You got good rest, and you worked out.
Yeah,
So,
and you know, I'm not trying to get picked on. And I was in the gym every day. You know, the staff would take us to the gym, and I was in there every day, working out with the guys. And
was you there with this black dude named Mac Murder
I don't know.
in Spofford in '91?
There's so many. It's
He's very well known as well in the state. When he went to the state, him and his moms killed 3 crackheads. No, they blew trial.
Damn.
No, they from Bushwick. That's my guy. I did a lot of time with him. Really good dude. You said a robbery gone wrong, right?
Robbery
I feel
gone
like
wrong.
anytime you get caught and you have to use the technical term robbery or murder or manslaughter or whatever the case, it went wrong.
yeah.
Because-
Well,
I mean, if it's too painful to talk about, if the victim's family is still around, we could pass on the subject. But
no, it's fine.
I'm just curious, what do you mean by robbery gone wrong?
I can talk about it. It was one of these guys, one of the older TO members, wanted to pull a robbery, you know, so he grabbed me and another guy, a friend of mine, to go along. So we're walking down East Broadway, and he just randomly picked a guy. He saw a guy come out the building, just got him at gunpoint, told him to turn back around. So made him go back into his apartment, you know, open the door, we get inside. I see like 4 or 5 grown-ass men, and I didn't feel comfortable with the situation. You know what I mean? I'm just a kid, talking early teens. I'm a boy. So he proceeded with the robbery. I said, okay, whatever. So I go along with it. So he orders all of them to get into the kitchen. Well, you know, Chinatown apartments, it's real small. The kitchen is like with the living room and the bathroom. You know, it's all together in one. So had them kneel. Then he gives a gun to my boy and has him hold him down at gunpoint. So me and him go to the back. We start flipping the house, you know, looking for whatever cash, jewelry, whatever was valuable.
And this wasn't planned. You guys didn't. It was a random dude.
It was not planned. This guy just winging it.
And there are 5 dudes in the apartment.
Grown ass men, you know. So you got one guy, one adult, and 2 kids. You know,
with a big ass gun.
He had a gun. I had a BB gun. You know, with no CO2 or pellets. All right, so he gives the gun to my boy, tells him to hold him down at gunpoint. So we go to the back. We start flipping the house. Then all of a sudden, we hear, boom. Like, holy shit. We look at each other like, what the fuck was that? We know what it is. We hurry up, rush to the front. And I see one guy struggling with my boy with the gun. So me holding a BB gun, I immediately started firing. But I had no seal. There's nothing in it, and it wasn't going to do anything.
It wasn't going to do anything anyway.
It's not going to do anything anyways. So, you know, he's struggling with my boy, and you know, at the moment I'm thinking, you know, I can't let this guy get a hold of this gun. Who knows? He may turn it around on us. You know, so I approach him and. You know, I start pistol whipping him. And finally he falls. He falls back. He falls flat on his back. And I look at him and I see a bullet hole in his chest. And first thing that came to mind was, you know, I hope this guy doesn't die on us. And then I turn around. Now all these guys are rushing us now. Going for the gun, you know. So
some brave ass motherfuckers.
So that's So that's basically the end of it. You know, they fucked us up. You know, they got the gun away from him because you know I tried to prevent it from happening. But once this one guy went down, another guy starts coming and rushing us. One guy runs out the door, and I'm like, we're fucked. You know, I already knew. We're fucked. And I'm like, I hope this guy doesn't die. That was it. And yeah, they beat the shit out of me. I was getting hit with pots, pans.
That you did not exaggerate. That is definitely a robbery gone wrong.
There's a robbery gone wrong.
I'm not trying to laugh at this situation, but yeah,
you know,
it definitely went wrong. Like, these are supposed to be like easy victims, and you know, y'all just picked the wrong house.
Yeah, it was a bunch of men. Grown ass men in their underwears. And
You sure it wasn't like a trap house that you guys went into?
It could have been. It could have been Fuk Ching. I don't know. It was just 5-6 dudes in their underwears. And
like, that doesn't even sound right. Like, what would 5-6 dudes be doing hanging out in their fucking underwear?
Hey, listen, don't ask me, man.
It had to have been a trap house.
They were eating on the table. Some were eating on the table. They're all in their t-shirts, underwears.
Were they related? They might have been related.
Hey, I
on
don't
the
know.
indictment, did they have the same last names? Like, what the hell?
I don't know, man.
I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the situation.
Like, listen, I was a kid, man. You know, and if I could have made the decision, I would have told him, let's turn back. Let's get out of here, man. You know, because
when
we're in a little apartment, you've got 5 grown-ass men, and you're so close to each other, you know? It's like you can just turn around and snatch the gun. You know what I mean? It's just, it's too tight, you know? So I didn't feel good about it, but
you're already there.
Yeah.
Once you get on the toilet, you either have to shit or do something.
Yeah.
You know, so.
You know, he got greedy and he wasn't thinking.
How old was he?
I don't know what. The older guy that brung us?
Yeah.
I would say late teens, early 20s, you know? So.
What's his name? Maybe I know him.
he had a brother that was quite young too. His name was Afong. Afong.
Guaying Bay or the Mott?
He had a brother. I think he had a brother that was, I don't know, it was Bay or Mott.
Nah,
I think his name was
not Bay.
Ken or some shit. You know,
Ken.
Somebody named Ken.
I had a few Kennys.
A few Ken, yeah, there's a lot of Kens.
Oh, wow. Yeah. So, and they gave you 18 months for that?
Yeah, I pleaded guilty to robbery, and I got the max 18 months for. That's the most you can give a juvenile, and
No, it's not the most you can get juvenile. You can get 9 to life. 9 to life is the max for juvenile. If
I
you
don't
have
know
homicide. If you have a body, the max they could give you is 9 to life for juvenile back
yeah,
then.
they charged. I had 5 charges, man: attempted murder, robbery, burglary, assault, possession of a weapon.
18
So I
months isn't
copped
bad.
out. I pleaded guilty to robbery. I said, hey,
Yeah, so they dropped all the other charges and just took the lesser charge and you pled guilty to it.
yeah, I pled guilty to it. You know?
I did that on my first bid. I pled guilty too.
It's like, I knew there was no way out. There was no way I was gonna beat the case. I got caught red-handed. So.
You got caught in the apartment?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cops came up.
So it wasn't a trap house. Because if it was a trap house, they wouldn't call the cops.
One guy ran out, got loose. He called the cops. I remember during the scrambling, the scrambling for the gun. I remember seeing another guy dart out the door, and at that point, I already knew we're fucked.
Yeah, if it was like a trap house, and you said it was like East Broadway,
East Broadway.
that's your territory.
Yeah. No, well, this is the Fuk Ching side of East Broadway.
Oh, by Eldridge and
Between Rutger,
Past Allen's.
Past Allen,
Allen.
Rutger and Allen. The next block after Allen, I think, is Rutger Street,
yes.
right? So
On East Broadway, I don't even think Allen started yet. It's Pike, I think. But yeah, it's one block over.
Yeah, 1 block over. So we was on that block, closer to Seward Park.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's
All right,
definitely
so
Fuk
that's
Ching
Fuk
territory.
Ching. That's more Fuk Ching
And
side.
and not trying to say anything, that definitely wasn't a Fuk Ching safe house because if one of them ran out the door, they're not going running out the door to call the cops back then. They come back
You're right.
spraying.
They coming back.
They coming back
You're
spraying.
right. You're right. You got a point there. But yeah,
Didn't you have a run-in with one of the Fuk Chings before? Like they hit one of your friends up or some shit like that?
there was an incident. One of our members, it wasn't Fuk Ching, but he got murdered on Eldridge Street.
What year?
This was when I was away, so I would have to say 91, 92. And he was dealing with the gambling machines, and he had one in Eldridge Street. So he went there to collect. And supposedly that spot belonged to
Fuk Ching?
Grand Street.
Eldridge?
Grand Street,
Toy
Toisano Gate.
Toisano Gate.
Gate.
Sunny's Crew? Sunny's Crew. That's Toisano Gate.
I think there was a guy, for some reason one name comes to mind, Shubao.
Shiba, yeah.
But I don't know who the guy was. But
He was a dragon. Shiba was a dragon, but he was well known. He was well known during his time.
I'm not sure. I don't know if he was a shooter. Maybe it was his crew, one of the guys in his crew. But he went there to collect, and I don't know the whole story. But as he turned around to exit the store, the guy shoots him in the back, and I heard he tried to take off through the back of the store, and Michael Lau arrested him. So, Michael Lau, you might want to ask Michael Lau about that.
And he was in the right place at the right
He was
time.
murdered on Eldridge Street, shot in the back. His name was Saul Jaime. And there's also an incident that I guess I can talk about now because he's no longer here. Jack, rest in peace.
My guy.
Maybe give some people some closure. It was a shooting back in the days. There was a group of guys fucking with him. I don't know how, but I remember one day, there was a bunch of us up in headquarters, the Tung On, the Tung On Association, and I remember overhearing Jack talking to our Dilo, our boss, Ko, about some guys fucking with him, and he was basically asking for permission to make a move on these guys. So he was given permission, and these guys, they call themselves Broom Gai Chai.
Oh, Broom Street Boys.
Broom Street Boys. So they went back at him. They shot him up. He shot him up, and they killed one guy. I believe his name was Abi. So, I don't know if that'll bring some closure to whomever, but that's who committed the murder. Yeah. I know for a fact it's a cold case. It's never been solved because, Jack
is dead.
Yeah, he's
Jack
dead.
is dead.
He was never charged for it. So, yeah. So.
Don't be surprised if one day they pin that shit on somebody else, because that shit happens too.
Yeah.
But Jack, Norman, they really rep for your crew though. Like they went out there and made a lot of noise.
Especially Jack. Yeah,
Especially Jack.
Jack was like one of the
Wow.
first guys to follow Ko. He was like one of his first soldiers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So he was basically the group leader at the Daima.
Yeah. He's the one that bring a lot of glory. I use the word glory now, but it's not glory. But he bring a lot of notoriety to T.O. during y'all era. Like he was the one that really rep for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that nobody else rep, because they had a lot of them that did rep and repped hard. But ain't no T.O.'s repped harder than Jack, and that includes all y'all Dilos and the generation before that. Yeah. My dude Jack repped hard.
Yes, he did.
He repped hard.
And he trained us, He trained us on the streets,
Mm-hmm. If memory serves me right, T.O.'s and Fuk Ching used to always clash.
Of course.
Of course, you guys had the same block.
Oh yeah, there was a big shootout. When they basically were trying to come down onto East Broadway. This was back in, I would say early 90s, 92 maybe. But it was a shooting on East Broadway. We got an order from above to make a move on these guys. They're trying to come down on our streets. So I remember my dialogue Cole, my boss, ordering us to start packing, get ready. Mm-hmm. And then I was just a kid. But, that's what we were recruited for, to carry guns.
Of course.
Right? So he orders Jack to go prep me, make sure it's nice and snug in my waistband. It doesn't fall through my pants or anything, you know what I mean?
What to do with it after you use it.
Yeah.
Wipe the fingerprints off, chuck it, don't keep it.
I was freaking out, I'll be honest with you. I told Jack straight up, I'm nervous. And Jack says to me, Jay, if you can't do it, one of us will get to you and we'll finish it. I said, I bet. So, we all head down on foot. We surround the building, completely surround the building. And some of our guys, there used to be a barber shop right next to the Fukin Gungso, the Fukin Association. There used to be a barber shop. So a couple of our guys just decided to go in there to see if any Fuk Ching guys was in there, any Fuk Ching members were in there. And my boy was suspicious of one of the guys in the barber shop, so he just went straight up to him. Bilundo just patted him down, took his piece.
Oh, he had a piece.
He had a piece. The dude had a piece. And we took it. So, yeah. So.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, then you hear a commotion outside. You hear these guys a couple guys come out of the fucking association. And he goes, "Be none go give a call." You know, who the fuck is Cole? And this individual in the barbershop, he's exiting the barbershop and he hears this. So he walks straight up to him and says, "屌你老母咁撚串," pulled out and emptied the entire chamber. In translation, how would you translate that?
Empty the chamber.
He
Empty the
said,
clip.
"屌你老母,"
Fuck your mother.
"屌你老母咁撚串." He said, basically,
Why you so fuck your mother? Why you so rude?
or "you cocky motherfucker,"
Cocky motherfucker. Okay, yeah.
or "you
cocky
arrogant motherfucker."
arrogant.
You know,
True.
one, you know.
Yeah, Ching could be
Cocky
arrogant.
or arrogant. So that's what he comes out. That's what he says to him. He says, "屌你老母咁撚串." Pop, 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 pop. That was it.
That was the Fuk Ching dude.
Fuk Ching dude got popped. Two of them got hit. One in the leg, one in the upper body. All right. He takes off. He runs directly to me because he knows I have the other piece. He gives me the dirty gun, orders me to give him my gun, and he tells me to obviously get rid of the dirty gun. So I take the dirty gun and I stick the shit right in my pants, and this shit burns me. It's still hot because he just emptied the entire chamber. I'm like, oh shit. So then seconds later, you just hear gunshots. Bunch of gunshots, a lot of gunshots. And, you know, I can hear two different weapons going off at the same time. Pop, 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 pop. You know? And if you know that intersection there, East Broadway, Pike, there's no parking. So there's no cars. So we can't even, there's no cover for us. They're shooting us from the windows. They're above us, shooting down at us, and we have no cover whatsoever. We take off. You know, they end up hitting one of our guys. Hit one of our guys, Wuso Tony, and it's sad because this guy supposedly retired from hanging out, and he was just visiting from Philly that day, playing MJ in Tung On in the association, and he just said he wanted to go check it out. They told him to stay, but he wanted to go and take a look. So, unfortunately, he got hit, and he didn't make it.
He didn't make it?
Yeah, he didn't make it.
That's... If you're not in that lifestyle, why do you want... It just boggles the mind. Let me ask you this. What made you decide to stop hanging out? When did you stop hanging out?
When did I stop hanging out?
Yeah.
Well...
Hanging out is the term for being in a gang back then.
Like, you mean like from T.O.?
Just in general. Just like... Yeah, from T.O.
T.O., that's after Rico. After Rico, yeah. After the feds took everybody down, that was it. I was done with them. Well, you can't officially... I didn't... After that happened, I didn't consider myself a T.O. anymore. Because that was the real Tung On crew that got taken down. So, you know. But I was still on East Broadway for a little bit.
Yep.
Even after that happened, you know, of course, you know, you had people storming, trying to take over streets because they hear everybody's getting locked up.
Yep.
You know, these